Yes, sir. What's happening, everybody?
It's time!
Merry Christmas, you bad motherfuckers. What's going on? December 22nd, 2024. We're live, back in action right here on Cassius Morris Official. Figured I'd hop on and hang out with you guys for a little while. I am bored to goddamn tears, ladies and gentlemen. It is the holiday season. It is a hockey night over here in Canada, meaning that I have lost the general percentage of people I know to the television tonight. The one thing I hate about not being a sports guy is the fact that I lose everybody when the hockey comes on. And that mixed with the holidays, everybody is pretty much checked out. So I figured why not hop on and hang out with some of my favorite people right here on YouTube. All my favorite people are actually here, so I guess it works out very well. It's been a pretty good couple of days, though. Still getting a lot of work in. I'm trying to fight off that lull, like I said, guys, because I do like the holidays, but I hate the fact that everybody stops working and stops sort of collaborating during this time. But I think it's necessary, you know, at that same token, it's necessary to have a little bit of a recharge, so I'm going to do that myself for the next couple of days. Went down to an event the other night and did an interview, so we have a new interview dropping live on location coming up here as well with the rapper Seven Side Smoke, and we experimented with like an IRL stream the other night. So we're going to keep trying to do those, still working out the kinks with the in-person streams at different venues. I feel like it's sort of a tough gig to do, but it does take practice, and practice makes perfect, my friends. So we're going to keep hitting those as 2025 comes to a start. But tonight, like I said, I hopped on just to hang out with you guys, kick it for a little while, and see what we could get up to here on the internet. So I figured we would kick it off by looking at a couple of celebrity interviews. And this is sort of a mixture of my favorite celebrity interviews that have sort of gone wrong or gone wild, and some of the most notorious ones that have gone off the rails. So I haven't seen all of these, except for this one with James Brown. So yeah, Alphonse, this is what it's going to represent. This is an interview with James Brown. And as an interviewer who's been doing this, talking to celebrities for about 16 years now, I love to look at these interviews that go awry, that go wrong, just to try to sort of dissect them and also put myself in their shoes to see what I would do. So let's hop into this first one, James Brown.
His wife with a lead pipe and firing a gun.
If you haven't seen this, you're going to laugh your ass off, man.
These are charges that Brown denies. He was released yesterday on $15,000 bond. He joins us from Atlanta to discuss the charges, and we welcome you, James Brown. How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America.
A definitely sober James Brown.
There's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong at all? You're not in any difficulty, but you're out on bond.
No, I'm not.
Have all the charges been dropped?
Yeah, I'm out on love.
Well,
I'm out on love.
Are you out on love or out of love? Which is it?
Out on love. Alone from night to night, you find me.
Now, James, this isn't the first time you and your wife have had a problem. Are the two of you going to be able to work this out?
Alphonse, have you seen this interview, guys? Let me know in the chat if you've seen this interview. April 4th, 1988. James Brown on top of the world, showing up to CNN, absolutely obliterated on coke.
Let's talk about some music.
You want to talk about music, and you don't want to talk about what happened?
No, it's all over.
Well, let's talk about your tour. When are you leaving?
We're leaving tomorrow.
And where are you going?
Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Now, your fans...
Perfect place to go on a coke binge, by the way. All due respect to Brazil. I'm not saying that reflects you guys at all as a people, but if I was on a coke binge, and if I was feeling good, like James Brown, probably the first place I'm going is Rio de Janeiro or Sao Paulo. Just saying.
I've read all about this, James.
No disrespect.
Aren't you concerned about that?
No, Dankeschön. I'm concerned because there's nothing wrong.
Is he even speaking
And
English?
what are you going to say to your fans when they ask you some questions about it?
I'm going to say I feel good.
Bitch!
Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a man's world.
Ooh.
Well, that's the second time we've heard that in 2 days. That's very interesting. Now, don't leave us, James. You stay right there.
I'm
We
not
have
gonna
more
leave. I
that
wanna
we
do
have to
something.
talk about. Well, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be
Hello,
doing
Ted.
on this tour.
What'd you say?
What are you going to be doing on this tour?
I'm going to be
Where
doing
you-
Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, living in America. Sex machine, get up off of that thing. I feel good. Jam.
Now, I understand that you
I'm
have
real.
already...
Bro, I forgot how many hits he actually has, by the way. This dude has hits on hits. We forget that James Brown was really that guy. Like, back in the 80s, he was that dude.
James, I have to ask you one serious question here. I understand you already have started
feel
divorce
good.
proceedings. Does that mean that you're now eligible?
Yes, I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle.
Yeah.
Now, the women love you when you get out there. Why do you think that is?
What'd you say?
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, ladies?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh? Because
Why
I
do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh. Well, there we are. We
Oh.
don't have to ask anybody else. We got that from the source.
Bro, Karen liked that one. Karen liked that one. She said, oh. The most unconvincing response.
Ask
Like,
anybody-
if she's trying to convince him to stop, that's incredibly unconvincing.
Else, we got that from the source. There you are. Now, you're involved in publishing a gospel magazine. Tell us a little
Bro.
bit about that.
The Second Coming. It's out of Augusta, Georgia. It's Anchor. Joseph P. Young is the editor, and James Brown is one of the advisors. And we're doing a fantastic job. The Second Coming. It features, on this week, I think we have the Pope and I believe the Williams brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And next week we're going to have Reverend Al Sharpton, I think, on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be doing a lot of good things, and hopefully we'll get Brother Ted Turner on the cover.
James Brown, everybody. We need a round of applause for the man himself. The man with the plan. The man of action back in 1988. Bro, to be on a mad tear like that. And this is back before fentanyl, by the way. Like, this is back when cocaine was actually a viable option. See, I never grew up in the generation where cocaine was actually, like, an option to take. I would never even consider doing cocaine because, like, you know, one hit and you can die. Like, it doesn't even matter what the effect may be. Like, if you told me I could drink one beer and potentially die, I would never drink beer. So that's my generation, at least for anybody with a brain. We're not going to touch cocaine. We're not going to touch drugs. Not that you should anyway. But this was back when that shit was coming straight off the motherfucking boat, the chopping block from Pablo Escobar. And basically, this is some of the worst results of cocaine at the time. Obviously, an incredible exaggeration, my friends. Don't do drugs. But, I mean, this is it. This is back when that shit was pure, uncut. And you can tell people were a lot more free-spirited before fentanyl, my friends. I've never understood it, by the way. The people nowadays who gamble with that, it blows my mind. Like, again, I've never tried any hard drugs in my life, personally. But I've been around people who've done it. And even being around these people who are doing coke, they're like, oh, you like, I remember this girl was joking. She's like, I hope I don't die. Or like, I hope there's nothing in this. Like, let's hope it's not my last line. And I'm like, how can you even joke about that? Like, how is that even a thing? Like I said, if somebody told me, you know, you take a sip of this Bud Light, you might die instantly. Well, there would be no Bud Light. There would never be an attempt at trying that. But that's sort of a hallmark of this era. A lot more free-spirited back then at the time. James Brown going crazy. I want to pull up another one, too, from CNN. It's so funny to me, by the way, how CNN now is a complete joke of a network. But the fact that they've actually never really not been a joke of a network. I think they were just better at hiding it, because when you go back and look at these interviews from 20, 30 years ago, CNN was always on some bullshit. They either didn't do their research or they just were generally not entertaining. Why is there a thumb on my screen? Did you guys see that? Is that popping up for you guys too when I put a thumbs up? If you guys aren't seeing it on your end, I'm going to look crazy. Okay, that was weird. All right, let's put on this next interview, Gone Wrong. I will say, too, by the way, as an interviewer, that James Brown in that condition would have been a prime interview guest to have. Like, if you manage to get an interview guest who is intoxicated in a fun way, that can actually be one of the most enjoyable interviews to have, because that person can be invested in telling you a lot of things and really revealing a lot more. And also, it doesn't feel like you're taking advantage of them. Like, when you see James Brown in that scenario, he doesn't seem inebriated in the sense that it's wrong to put him on camera. Because he's inebriated in a fun way. If you were to put somebody who was like pissed drunk on the radio, well, that's going to seem bad. But somebody who's in control, you're not taking advantage of them, and they're having a good time, that's a dream interview right there. Okay, hopping over to Andrew Dice Clay putting CNN in their place. This is quite the interview scenario.
Has been.
I can't even believe it.
You,
You know
of
what I
course,
mean?
you were a headline guy,
I'm
and
still
then
a headline guy. You know what I mean?
for a while you popped out. Now you're coming back. For a
come
while,
back.
for a
It's
while you
what
were
I
actually
do,
you
you
were
know what I
running.
mean?
You were running a gym. Tell us about that.
Running a gym.
Weren't you
Where
running a gym
You're
at some
supposed to
point?
be a news guy. Where you getting your fucking
That's our
information?
research. You weren't.
This is ridiculous. I come on CNN and the guy don't even know what he's talking about. Go ahead.
You at no point
Go ahead.
were you running a gym?
No, running a gym. What,
No,
you
you
need a
didn't take a
workout or
timeout?
something? Jesus fucking Christ, with these guys. I come on the news for 2 seconds and
Listen to the gasping. Listen to the gasping. He said, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Meanwhile, in Europe, they fucking broadcast curse words on television because they're not soft. Like, you watch TV in Germany, you watch TV anywhere. In a society that understands that we're adults. Nobody cares about cursing, but this is what happens when you curse on American TV.
Go ahead.
You at no point were you running a gym?
No, running a gym. What,
No,
you
you
need a
didn't take a
workout or
timeout?
something? Jesus fucking Christ, with these guys. I come on the news for 2 seconds and you want to say, every
All
time
right.
I do an interview, a guy wants to open his fucking mouth. Can't
All right,
even
Andrew,
do a little
thank
fucking
you very much.
routine
We
here.
thought that you
know
could
what?
hold
Go
back.
fuck yourself. You know what?
All right.
Fuck the whole fucking network.
We'll go back to talking about Art Carney.
Jerk off. Asshole guy.
Oh my
We'll
god.
be back in just a moment. Fill you in on the Art Carney situation.
I wanted to hear about the Art Carney situation. I guess we'll have to tune back in later for that on CNN. Alphonse in the chat says, why is CNN a joke network? Alphonse, I mean, why are they not a joke network? I mean, you look at virtually every scenario involving CNN in the past decade that has become relevant. It's been relevant for all the wrong reasons. They're notoriously, they're notorious for giving wrong information. They're notorious for manipulating things to match their narrative. And that's not unlike most of the other mainstream media channels. I'm not a fan of any mainstream media channels. Fox News, MSNBC, I think they're all jokes. So that's just my personal view. I think it's an absolute joke of a network. They have big bucks, they have fancy cameras, and they have big studios, but that doesn't mean they're not complete shit when it comes to the actual content. You can't cover it up with big money, my friends. You need to produce quality content, quality information. And just because you have a shiny camera and a shiny studio in 2025, that's not enough for my generation, bro. And that's why, my friends, my generation would much rather watch Joe Rogan. We'd much rather watch even Theo Vaughn. Hell, I would listen to any of those guys before CNN because, again, we're not fooled by the bells and whistles. So that's just, the way I see it, brother. But again, I'm Alphonse, you're saying what network should I listen to? That's not for me to decide. You can, if you like CNN and if you personally enjoy their style or any of those networks, then I encourage you to listen to them. I'm not here to tell anybody else how to live. I'm just here to let you know the way I see it. So it's no problem, brother. So yeah, that interview was ridiculous. I mean, the first thing that they should have known is not to open up the interview talking about, well, you used to be a big comic, but now you're not. Like, that's probably the number one thing you should never do with a guest, is try to make them feel like they're basically lacking in relevance. So that was probably his first mistake. But it honestly seemed like that guy with Andrew Dice Clay did not intend on doing a serious interview. Like, he was not putting an honest attempt together at actually doing a serious interview with this guy. He seemed to have an agenda. Let's go to the next one, guys. Make sure to double tap your screen to like the stream. Let's watch some of these interviews gone wrong. As an interviewer, by the way, I've never had an interview really go wrong to the point where like somebody walked out or somebody freaked out. The closest I've come was on my Gene Simmons interview. So if you wanted to see me react to that interview, go check out the last live stream that I did called Gene Simmons Interview Reaction. What's going on here? All these ads. I got ad block. It doesn't work anymore. This motherfucker's got me going. Okay, let's... Celebrities shutting down agenda-driven interviewers. Let's see this one. Oh shit, you guys can't hear that. My bad. Rookie mistake on the air.
In a world where interviewers often push their own agendas, some Hollywood stars refuse to play along. These are the moments where celebrities completely shut down loaded questions from reporters, like the time Jerry Seinfeld was criticized for the lack of racial diversity on his show.
I have noticed that most of the guests are mostly white males.
Oh, this really pisses me off. But go ahead. Really pisses
So
me
stupid.
off.
A visibly irritated Seinfeld initially tried to address the question with humor, but grew more intense as he went on.
Take a look over here, Peter. What do you see? A lot of whiteys. What's going on here? People think it's the census or something? I mean, this has got to represent the actual pie chart of America. Who cares?
Seinfeld didn't hold back, shutting down the accusation and making it clear that the only thing that matters is whether or not a comedian is funny.
And I have no interest in gender or race or anything like that, but everyone else is kind of with their little calculating, is this the exact right mix? You know, I think that's, to me, it's anti-comedy.
But
I completely agree with that, by the way. You know, Jerry Seinfeld was very much ahead of his time with those answers as well, because he was one of the first people to really start getting singled out about that. Like, there's not enough inclusivity of different races in your show, and for it to really be funny, we have to represent everybody. And like you said, he's not doing a census. He's not doing a representation of the entire country or the entire world. He's doing a representation of what he finds funny. And the whole DEI culture and the whole inclusivity for the sake of being diverse, even when it's at the cost of the product, when it's at the cost of the final result of the art that's being made, I think is a sickness. That's truly what it is. It is a complete sickness. And it is anti-art. I completely agree with Jerry Seinfeld. It is anti-comedy, it is anti-art, and it is anti-creation. When you try to take the beauty of art and, you know, minimize it to the color of somebody's skin or somebody's gender. To make art so stripped down to that level, it strips away really what the creative process is about, in my opinion. So yeah, I completely agree with that. And this is a case to me of an interviewer who was asking a question based on what he felt he should be asking, whether it was the network who made him ask or whether it was just the general pressure of societal politics. He was asking something that he felt he should have asked instead of asking something he was actually interested in getting the answer in, because I don't believe anybody's actually interested in that topic on a genuine level unless they're completely brainwashed, essentially, by the mainstream talking points. And again, I don't need everybody to agree with me. This is just my personal take on it. That's all I can share, but I think it's all bullshit.
Samuel L. Jackson took things to another level, getting even more confrontational when called out for the language he used in Django Unchained.
There's been a lot of controversy surrounding the usage of the N-word in this movie, and
no, nobody, none. The word would be.
Oh, I don't want to say it.
Why not?
I don't like to say it.
Have you ever?
I don't like to say it. Pause. Bro, what do you mean you don't like to say it? That insinuates that you've said it. Hang on a second. I don't like to say it.
Controversy surrounding the usage of the N-word in this movie. And
No, nobody, none. The word would be.
Oh, I don't want to say it.
Why not?
I don't like to say it.
Have you ever said it?
No, sir.
Try it.
I don't like to say it.
Try it.
Really?
What do you
We're
mean?
not gonna have this conversation unless you say it.
The unsuspecting reporter clearly wasn't ready for Jackson to flip the script, and it
That's
showed.
funny.
You want to move on to another question?
Okay, awesome. I don't want to say
Oh,
it.
come on.
Will you say it?
No. That's not the same thing.
Why do you want me to
They're
say
gonna bleep it when you say it on your
but-
show. Say it.
I can't say it. If I say it, this question it won't make air.
Okay, forget it.
And while Jackson took a bold approach,
Brutal.
Denzel Washington is known for his calm and composed takedown.
See, that was pretty tame though for Samuel. Like, I feel like he was just toying with the guy. He knew what he was doing.
When asked about race relations, Denzel's response was both insightful and unforgettable.
Have race relations improved?
You know, race relationships have to do with race relationships. You're white or whatever you are, I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done. You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other. We have to
Facts.
step forward and ask questions about each other and engage.
This man.
There's no law that says, oh, because I'm president, you all got to get along now. So it's up to us.
However, this wasn't the first time Denzel Washington had set the record straight with reporters on matters of race.
So why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have?
It's not
produced this
color,
work?
it's culture.
Explain the difference, because I think we're in
Steven
a space
Spielberg did Schindler's List.
Right now.
Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right? Steven Spielberg could direct Goodfellas.
It's a good point.
Martin Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List, but they're cultural differences.
Much like Denzel,
See, that I can understand. That to me is a valid reason to put race into the equation.
Morgan Freeman
If we're gonna do something authentic, let's do it authentic.
masterfully addressed a racially charged question with intelligence. Just listen to his response when CNN's Don Lemon
I love how all these racial questions, by the way, completely backfire. That's my favorite thing. Oh God, this guy Don Lemon. Psh, don't even get me going on this guy Don Lemon, bro. The worst journalist in the world.
questioned him about race and wealth.
Do you think that race plays a part in wealth distribution, or either a mindset that you can't or cannot? Yeah.
A conversation between two black millionaires, by the way, on television, on nationally syndicated television. Two black millionaires talking about if race has a factor to do with economic inequality. That is rich.
Response
That is
when
rich,
CNN's
Don Lemon.
Don Lemon questioned him about
You're rich. Act like it.
race and wealth.
Do you think that race plays a part in wealth distribution, or either a mindset that you can't or cannot? Yeah.
No.
You don't?
No.
Come on, man.
No. Hey, you and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it? Put your mind to what you want to do and go for that.
But Freeman's most iconic moment came during a 60
Facts.
Minutes interview when he completely dismantled the concept of separating black history from American history.
Black History Month, you find
Ridiculous.
why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? Well, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either.
Freeman then left the interviewer
Damn.
speechless when he offered
cold.
his straightforward response that destroyed the reporter's hidden agenda.
I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism until...
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
Comedian Bill Burr, however, takes a complete...
See, I love how this would never happen, by the way, on a podcast. Like, you would never see a question getting shut down like this on a show like Rogan or on one of these podcasts. Because, again, they're not driven by agendas. It is so clear and obvious when sitting and watching these clips from mainstream media just how agenda-driven they are. Because not only would this never come up in a conversation that is not agenda-driven by paid companies who were paying for certain things to be pushed. But this would also never come up, most of these topics, in a regular conversation between two people. Like, nobody actually cares about these issues. If you were to take away the media coverage of most of these identity politic issues, a lot of it would never actually be discussed because people don't generally care about this until they're instructed to care about it. That's why, to me, it's so see-through, this mainstream media stuff. I mean, when you see the way they operate, it's a stark difference in comparison to the free-form media. You would never see a situation like this happen in free-form.
Completely different approach, ditching calm logic and coming out swinging against loaded questions.
Can women be funny?
Yeah, of course.
Some people have a hard time saying yes, though. There are a lot of angry young men on the internet that are like, women can't be fun.
Will you guys just grow up and just sit down and write your own and come up with it? Start your own show. Have your own award show. Quit waiting around for other people to do for you. That's the problem. If you guys had your own big club and I was standing outside of it, you'd never let me in. I'd start my own. You guys got to start your own. You got brains in there, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So write your own and quit your whining. We're all eating a giant sandwich out here. Nobody cares. I don't care.
As the conversation...
Oh my God, dude. Man went absolutely off the fucking deep end. Okay, we're going to watch some more.
Throughout 14 years and nearly 2,000 episodes, we've seen just about every side of Joe Rogan. But on occasion, things get a bit tense. So here are the 5 most heated arguments in JRE history. Kicking things off, we've got Dave Portnoy and Rogan debating if Tommy Fury is a real boxer or not.
Fury is not a real boxer.
Hold on, I need a funny one. I can't deal with these.
In a world...
No one seems to know this.
I can't deal with the serious ones.
But
Let's put on this one here. So this is one of my favorite crazy interviews. Steve-O on the Adam Carolla show. If you guys have never seen this, man, holy shit, this is insane. Before Steve-O got sober, this is the condition that he would actually roll up to when it came to television appearances. And if I have the story right, I believe it was that Steve-O said he would basically do this show if he was allowed to be paid in alcohol. He completely wanted to be paid in alcohol. So obviously that was not a good idea.
Yeah. What? Yeah, welcome back to Too Late on Adam.
I like that, bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Tonight, a studio guest is Malcolm McClure, the great author. No, Steve-O. Steve-O in studio tonight.
Bitch.
Yeah, that was Steve-O almost getting his ass.
Bro's just spitting all over the set.
All right, Steve has had a couple of glasses of Chardonnay.
I will tell you, bitch.
All right. Steve, focus, baby.
Holy shit, dude.
Here's the thing. All right. We thought it'd be fun if you had a few drinks and then came out here and did a stunt. But I would love that. All right, we're going to do that.
Oh, no. Look at the way he perks up when he says do a stunt. No, Adam, do not let him near any explosives. Don't let him near anything. I don't even think it's legal. Is it even legal to have a guy that drunk operating stunt equipment?
Steve, focus, baby. Hey, Steve.
I don't think
Here's
so.
The thing. All right. We thought it'd be fun if you had a few drinks and then came out here and did a stunt. But I would love that. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to reel it in just a little bit. Going to get our focus. We're going to get our focus now.
He's like a 2-year-old.
Focus on a couple questions, take a few phone calls, then you do the stunt.
If I did not love Adam Carolla, then I would not love my business being here.
Right. And I'm saying tonight.
Shout out to Adam, by the way. Like, Adam would be the perfect guy if you were just way too drunk and somebody had to reason with you. I'm talking like right before the cops get involved and you're like in public about to catch a drunken public charge, public intoxication. This would be the guy to talk you down because you could talk all your drunken belligerent shit to him and he would speak to you as if you're not even drunk. He's like, right, totally, Steve. I completely get it. So here's what we're going to do. Yeah, Steve has had a couple glasses of Chardonnay. That's my favorite line.
Gonna focus on a couple questions, take a few phone calls, then you do the stunt.
If I did not love Adam Carolla, then I would not love my business being here.
Right, all right.
Right,
And
exactly.
I'm saying tonight, Steve, it's important that you love Adam Carolla, just don't love.
My God,
don't
I love you
love
so
him.
hard.
Don't
I
love
love
on
you so
him.
hard. I love Adam Carolla so hard.
Over here, buddy.
That I will literally love Adam Carolla into the ground.
I love how there's a studio audience, by the way, completely dead silent. You know it's bad when the studio audience, they're not even giving them the applaud sign. They're like, no, fuck that. What up, T?
Yeah. Let me, what about, I want to see a couple of your tattoos before we take some phone calls.
Ask me for a tattoo, brother, man.
I know you got one of Angelina Jolie or Billy
He still
Bob
seems pretty
Thornton,
chill, too, for a
like
drunk.
that. Yeah, you got the Billy, that's your Billy Bob one. What is, yeah. What is this one down here that looks like it's
Now,
full
dude, I'm about to strangle you out of your own consciousness.
I thought you loved me.
I will kill you.
Oh, it's not
Holy shit, dude.
I love
no humping, no humping. Easy, buddy.
This
We
is
gotta
so
finish this
bad.
segment. All right, hold on. Steve, hold on.
Holy shit, dude. Bro, how was this allowed on television? That's my question. Like, how did this even make it to air?
Ready to take some phone calls? Come on.
You know I love you. You know I love you.
No, let's take some phone calls.
Like, they should have jumped in at this point.
Oh, okay. Oh, my mic flew off, so I got to use this thing. All right, this is great. I feel like Geraldo. No, Steve.
The glass table. No.
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 Right. Steve, that was a rental.
I like that.
That was a rental, Steve.
I like that.
That was a rental.
It's worse than I remember.
All right, Steve.
Bitch.
Steve, hold on a second. Hey, I'll tell you what I think we should do.
Yeah.
I was going to take some phone calls, Steve, but you're not playing. You're not playing along.
I don't play.
If you can mind
I don't
these
play.
cues,
I don't play.
we can take a couple of phone calls and do a TV show.
I don't play.
Otherwise, we're just going to take a break and call security.
I don't play.
All right.
I
You don't play.
You don't
All
play.
right, so we'll get security. We'll run the rest of the Jimmy Kimmel show. And we'll be right back after this. Oh, watch out, Steve. Steve, watch out.
Holy shit, dude. Like I say, man, I have no idea how Comedy Central actually allowed that to be on the air. Like, I do not know how something like that happens. But, dude, it's a crazy testament to how far Steve-O has come, man. Like, the fact that that guy could get sober. I don't care who you are, man. If that guy could get sober, anybody could get sober. Okay? Like, that's like an inspirational story for the ages right there. Absolutely insane, man. Okay, so let's see what we got. What we're going to do is we're going to jump into this website that I found. It's a couple days till Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. I figured I'd hop on, hang out with you guys. I was going to watch a couple YouTube videos. I just posted my short clip for the night, finished some editing, and I said, why watch videos off stream? I'd much rather watch some shit on stream, kick it with you guys, and have a good time. So we're going to jump into an album ranking. So put your favorite artist down below in the chat. Put the artist that we should rank. And I'll see if anybody gives me a suggestion. It could be any artist. This is tier maker, so basically this will allow us to make tiers to vote on their album to see which album is the best from a given artist. Let's see who it should be. Put an artist in the chat down below. I'll give you guys a second for the chat to catch up. Maybe I'll just look one up to start. We'll do, let's see, who are we going to do? Kanye. The Kanye West albums. Ranked, ladies and gentlemen, since we got the Kanye hoodie on today. Oh, but we can't do them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 albums. Trying to add a row. There we go. Okay. So let's see. I got to start with the worst album here in the mix. So the worst Kanye album out of all these, I'm going to have to say Kids See Ghosts with Kid Cudi. So that's going to go at the bottom right away. So we're going to try to fill out the list this way. The best one to try to fill it up that way. So let's go to number 1. I picked a really hard one to do too. Number 1. I'm just going to put Twisted Fantasy for now at the top. And we can adjust it if we have to. But right now it's going to be Twisted Fantasy up top. Next I'm going to have to go with Life of Pablo at number 2. Number 3, we're going to go with 808s for me. I'm an 808s guy all the way. 4th best Kanye album. Graduation has to be top 5, so we'll do Graduation at 4. Next best one, we'll do Late Registration. Then we'll do College Dropout. Then we'll do Yeezus. Then we gotta say Watch the Throne. Donda. The list is coming together. The list is coming together. So Watch the Throne. Donda. Jesus is King. And then yeah. So there you go, guys. That's my ranking right here. If I had to rank the Kanye West albums, here we go from best to worst. We got Twisted Fantasy at number 1. Life of Pablo at number 2. Number 3, 808s and Heartbreaks. Number 4, we got Graduation. Number 5, we got Late Registration. That's my top 5, yeah. Then we got College Dropout, Yeezus, Watch the Throne, Donda, Yay, Jesus is King, and then Kids See Ghost. The Kanye album collection. Okay, there we go. That was a pretty good one. Shout out Ye. Shout out Ye for the beautiful music. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's do rock. But I got to do an artist who I know. I got to do an artist who I really know well. Say Guns N' Roses. We'll do Guns N' Roses for the records. Okay. Best Guns N' Roses record obviously has got to be Appetite. We'll put that at number 1. Number 2, I'm going to put... I'm actually going to make a weird move and put Lies at number 2. I really, really like this record. One of the first GNR records I ever heard. If not the first, actually. Number 3, I'll put Use Your Illusion 2. We'll put Use Your Illusion 1 after that. We'll put Chinese Democracy and then Spaghetti Incident at number 5. Sorry, number 6. There we go. That's my Guns N' Roses album ranking. How do you guys think that one looks? Like 1 through 10. Is it a decent ranking? Okay. not a whole lot of music to choose from these guys. A band that really fizzled out rather quickly. Kind of like this next one, Nirvana. So let's pull that. Or should we do the Nirvana songs? Lies is one of my favorites, man. Yeah, because Lies, I remember I got that CD in my first batch of CDs. And the album cover with the creepy, like, newspaper headlines was really what drew me in. It's like, she stole my sperm, and man gives birth to elephant baby, or just all the weird shit that they had. Okay, now we're going to do Nirvana. The Nirvana studio album. So, now, am I going to get eaten alive, guys, if I say that Nevermind is their best album? Because I feel like that's such a basic take. But it's basic because it's probably their best record. Right? I mean, but honestly, Unplugged is probably their best record. Okay, MTV Unplugged by Nirvana versus Nevermind. I gotta give it to MTV Unplugged. I can't even lie. Perfect album. Absolutely flawless all the way through. I'll put that at number 1. At number 2, we gotta do Nevermind. Number 3, we gotta do In Utero. Actually, In Utero might be better than Nevermind. It is. So I'm gonna switch that. So number 1, MTV. Number 2 is In Utero. Number 3 is Nevermind. What up, Milo? Happy holidays, brother. Appreciate you joining. Put Bleach at number 4. Yeah. That's a pretty good ranking for these ones. Yeah, man. In Utero is a better record. I think, like, we're just so accustomed to those songs on Nevermind. They're so legendary. Throw out another artist, guys. Who should we do next? I'll do like 1 or 2 more of these. It's kind of cool. We could do maybe Kiss. We'll do a Kiss while you guys give me an artist. Yeah, man. I would say definitely In Utero. I haven't listened to either one in quite a while, actually. I don't listen to a lot of Nirvana. This is a ranking of albums, Milo. So we're picking different artists and ranking their albums from favorite to least favorite, just for my personal taste. And we can look up anybody. We can also look up genres. I might do... we'll do rap or something like that. Keep switching it up. Hip-hop. Okay, we can do the Kiss ranking. That's cool with me. There's so many albums, so we can't do all of their albums, but we could do... We'll do as many as it lets us. Ace's solo album, is it the best? Absolutely, man. Honestly, yeah. I think there's really no question. It has to be the best one. I would say the best for Kiss solo albums, it would go Ace, Paul, Gene, Peter. It has to. That's the only ranking, and anybody who gives me a different ranking, I struggle to trust it. It doesn't want to load, guys. Hang on a second. Let's restart this here. Don't give me trouble. Don't give me trouble, Opera. Let's see what we got here. I'll probably try it on a different browser if we don't get it up here. You sons of bitches over at tiermaker.com. How dare you? How dare you disrespect me like this? Tiermaker. Try it one more time, guys. But happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this, these tears are not what's important. What's important is me wishing you guys a happy motherfucking holiday. I hope you guys are enjoying every second so far. I know I'm more so in the holiday spirit this year. I'm definitely feeling in the spirit of things. Last year, I was not feeling it. I was sick and tired of Christmas. I was sick and tired of the whole concept. I did not even want to be involved. This year, I feel like I'm surrounded by the right people. I got some awesome folks in my life. I have an incredible girl in my life. My family's here. I got, all those people around, and I feel like, when you're with the right folks, you can really enjoy yourself. All right, fuck the tear maker, man. We're not gonna do that. Giving me trouble on a Sunday night. But no, man, seriously, like I was in a messed up mindset this time last year. I really do remember it. So yeah, guys, look, if you feel like you're not surrounded by the right people this year at this point, I would just say definitely for 2025, try to make that priority, man. If there's that one person you can't shake, if you're in that relationship that's just not working out, if you got that one friend who you feel like you're kind of outgrowing, but you're not really sure, you kind of still got love in your heart for them, you still care for them, you got a soft spot, but you feel like maybe you should drop them in this coming year, I would say this is the time to do it. 2025, recalibrate, get your mind right, and drop all that dead weight that you couldn't drop this year, if you still have any. I'll tell you, that was one of the best decisions I've made in the past year. Dropping that dead weight. And when you find the right people, it truly does hit different. Like, I was in sort of I would say like a weird relationship. Like the girl I was with last year around this time, guys, it was not good. It was not good. And like I didn't even realize it until I got out of that situation. And now being with the right girl, it's like, goddamn, it hits different. When you're with the right woman, when you're with the right people, the right friends, it hits different. So I wish that for everybody watching. You got to take out the trash, Milo. That's it. You got to take out the trash, boy. I don't know why I said boy at the end of it, but you do. That's just, it's essential. So what should we do? What should we watch, guys? I feel like we can watch whatever. There's no goddamn news in the world of music. Like, guys, there's no news at all. So I'm just on here talking shit now. There's nothing going on. I don't know what has been happening. Ever since Drake and Kendrick decided to chill, they decided to let the beef relax a little bit, there's been no news. I realized that's why the media was so obsessed with this, because there was nothing else to talk about. The second Kendrick and Drake stopped beefing, there's nothing else to explain. Nothing else to talk about. Here's 50 Cent. See, 50's always got something to say. That's the one thing. No matter what's happening in the news, 50, he's always going to be relevant somehow. Here he is talking about female rappers of today. This was a bit of a controversial statement that I guess he had made. Basically saying that female rappers are completely relying in 2024, now 5, on selling sex in order to stay relevant, which is not I don't know why that's a controversial statement, by the way. I mean, 50's not the first person to have said this. It's definitely an observation that I think has been made by anybody with a working pair of eyes. But let's see what 50 has to say on this topic here with the art of dialogue.
This year you got The Residency. Yeah. You got the movie. You got the alcohol. Yeah. You got, damn.
What about the music, 50? You know, everybody loves you worldwide.
That's what I'm gonna ask you. You know that new
50's known worldwide. People love him. Yeah. I mean, you go to like the craziest country and they'll be bumping your music.
Me and Snoop got down. Me and Snoop and Boy,
on this new joint, so they'll see.
It's coming out.
So, so there's
December
definitely new music
13th.
coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
What about with some Latin artists? Is there any? Because I got a rep for my people. Is there any Latin artists that you would like to work with in the future?
What's the name? Asuna.
Osuna? Oh yeah, he's good.
Who you slapping right now? That's young and new and up and coming. That's in your whip right now.
I got what's the name? In New York. What was it? Chef G.
Chef G.
And what about the female rappers?
The female rappers, I just want somebody that break that is not trying to sell some box.
You ain't lying.
I just want
Hey, man.
I think this might be damaging female culture.
What do you think about sexy?
Yeah,
seriously.
No, serious. Let's talk about it. Because what do you think about Sexy Red's new lip gloss line called Gonorrhea?
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, it's wild out here.
Is that real? Hold on, we're gonna look that up next.
Convince them to put gonorrhea on it.
I mean, it's wild out here.
Bro, that's nasty.
Look at what you just said, bro.
Gonorrhea and Ultimas.
I got that new gonorrhea on my mouth.
Yeah, that's the new wave.
You see how this
Can you believe we're here now when it comes to music? Like this is.
Mike, what are you supposed to say for male artists? Look, I was doing Candy Shop.
Yeah. 21 questions.
Like metaphors for sexual experiences. They are doing flat out saying the experience in the music now, and then it's like.
That's true.
You know what? Brian Pumper would be a hit right now.
You ain't never.
Yeah.
The porn star is gonna say it the right way.
Crazy.
You go back and look at the porn star rappers, what they were saying, and say this is really what's hitting right now.
Yeah.
Because it's that graphic right now with the things that they're saying.
And
then I'm like, look, I think it's fun. And
That's men too, though, by the way, who are doing it now. Like, I don't think it's just for the women, like 50's saying. The fact that like the music now in general is so graphic is a great point.
I think that's why the females they enjoy hearing those type of things being said. Like while they're out partying, it's just like it's not being taken serious.
My daughter, she said, female rappers are dominating. I said the only reason why they dominate is because they aggressive like niggas, and these niggas is bitches.
In the present moment, too, because it almost feels like the floodgates open.
Yeah, they aggressive like niggas, and these niggas is acting like
artists.
Yeah.
Look, the standard
That
is not
dude's
as
funny.
high. Like for you to come in as a female artist and say what do they have to do to cut through or to get into the pack? Really, one joint, Mike, that will get them into a position where they're in it. They won't be able to compete with like Glorilla or like the Sexy Reds, but they'll be in there, and then Nicki and them is on a whole nother level.
Whole nother level, yeah.
Whole nother level, like because they're like Nicki. Yeah, that's just the top of it.
Speaking of Nicki, don't you have a project coming up with Nicki?
Yeah.
Is it animated?
Animated.
Yeah, shout out Nicki Minaj, man. I've been doing my homework on Nicki too, going back and watching some of her freestyles before she was famous and like those raps that she was doing, and holy shit, man. Nicki was better than most dudes. Like when you listen to the raps that she was putting up, we'll put something on here from before she was famous. Most of the men today cannot even compete. But on what 50 said, I think it is a really phenomenal point that he made, especially about the sexual nature of music today. You look back at those songs, they talked about, you know, like he said, he made a song like Candy Shop. You would hear Pac say like, open the gates to your waterfall up in heaven, and don't worry, I'll let myself in. Metaphorically speaking about sex, you know, basically alluding to sex and certain acts. Nowadays, it's just like, I don't got no manners for no sluts, I'm gonna put my thumb in her butt. Like the Futures, the Sexy Reds, and again, I feel like it's a bit of a reach to say, well, it's only the females who were doing that. I think the men are just as guilty. When you listen to a Future, you listen to a Kevin Gates, you know, the sexually explicit stuff is out of control from males and females all across the board. But it is a big difference in the culture of music today. And personally, man, I miss it when it was more alluding to things and sort of insinuating things. I like mystery, man. I like a little bit of class, a bit of decorum, especially from my female artists. I do not want to hear a woman talking with a foul mouth sexually. I don't think, I think they have the right to do it. I don't think anybody should prevent them from doing it. But in terms of what I like for my sensibilities, I do not like that at all. But I'm a little more traditional in that way. I'm a little more classic in that way. I also don't like women who have to dress super revealingly in order to feel attractive or to look good. And that's something that's rare in my generation, because my generation, especially a lot of the women, they don't like wearing a lot of clothes, okay? They're not a generation that wears a lot of clothes. I am the type of guy who misses the 90s fine aesthetic. Like, if a girl can be 90s fine, that's what I'm into at this stage in the game. And I've always said this to any girl I've ever dated. If you have to be half naked or mostly naked to be attractive, then you're simply not that attractive. And you can't dress, first of all. And you have no taste. I cannot be with a girl who has no taste and who can't dress and who has to be naked to be attractive, because if you have to show that much skin to be sexy, you're not sexy, okay? A real attractive woman, you look back at a Halle Berry, bro. Look at Halle Berry in the 90s. Like, bro, watch, they're going to show her naked now just to throw off my point. But if you look at, like something like this. Look at her here. Why does it not want to show it now? A dress like this, bro. If a woman can't wear a dress like this and be sexy, she's not sexy. You don't have to show your fucking whole body to be sexy. Like, I would go for this any day over Sexy Red or Cardi B, bro. Any day. Like, these are the vibes right here. So that's the way I see it. I completely agree with 50. Let's look up the lip gloss line from Sexy Red, by the way. I could not believe that this was actually real. Wow, it's actually real. Sexy Red's lip gloss line includes shades such as coochie juice, blue balls, and gonorrhea. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, other flavors include booty hole brown, pussy hole pink, and yellow discharge. Bro, what the hell? What is wrong with her? Sex on my period is crazy. What is wrong with her? Sex on my period is crazy. That's fucking disgusting, bro. See, sometimes I honestly envy people like this sometimes, because I truly wish that I lacked the morals required to go and make money like this. Like, I truly do. I have so many money-making schemes every single day that involve having zero morals, because I know how to do it. That's the thing about me. I choose to do content that is intelligent, hopefully funny, or entertaining, and actually has some form of substance to it. But don't get me wrong, if I wanted to go do stupid interviews asking girls how many, people they've slept with, if I wanted to go do interviews with girls shaking their titties, I could go do that. I just simply can. I know how to do it, but I can't do it. Does that make sense? I can't live with myself to do it. Like, if my name was attached to something like this, I could not sleep at night. I couldn't, because I don't have that lack of morals. And it's not a virtue signaling thing. It's not saying, oh, I'm so great, so I wouldn't do it. I truly envy people who have this lack of morals, because she's getting paid off of it. I can sit here and criticize and laugh at her and call it stupid. She's making millions. So she's not the problem necessarily. But I honestly envy it sometimes, man. If I had it in me to lay down on the pillow at night, being a person I wasn't proud of, I swear to God I would be a multimillionaire by now. I swear to God, bro. But I was thinking about it, like, to be this type of person, you truly have to lack morals. You truly have to lack decorum to the highest level. And it is disgusting, really. But I miss the good old days of female rap, man, because let me tell you what, if females were rapping today, like Nicki Minaj, if they were rapping like that, like, I would be listening. This is the one that I listened to recently, bro. This shit is so hard. So hard. Out-rapping most of these dudes out here. Like, Nicki was cold. Colder than ever, and sexy too. She was really sexy back then. Like, I'm not sure about after all the work that she got done and stuff, but oh my goodness.
Boom, when you really boom boom. See my flow harder than noon and June. If Biggie was alive, he'd sign me. I'm the new edition like Bobby and.
If Biggie was alive, he'd sign me, bro. Like, that shit's fucking hard.
Really boom boom. See my flow harder than noon and June. If Biggie was alive, he'd sign me. I'm the new edition like Bobby and Ronnie. Just give me the beat and a bottle of Dasani. And I don't need Clyde, I'm a boss, fuck a Bonnie. You dig? Religious like the preachers, I came to warn you. Listen bitches, I'm the teacher, go sit in the corner. Many times I gotta spit till they know that I'm the.
See, you can hear the Lil Wayne influence too. I think that's why I like this, because I'm a big Wayne fan.
I'm flying.
You can hear the female Wheezy type of vibe.
I'm on some shit. First they love you, then they switch. Yeah, they switch like faggots. That is why I keep the llamas in Gabbana's fabric. I'm the shit. Should be in Pampers like Marky business. Give anybody the business like hers and his's. Cause my flow tighter than them Persian bitches. You know them assalamu alaikum, them Persian bitches.
Let's go.
And if you miss me, I'm swerving sixes. Goddamn, ain't even pregnant, but I'm birthing bitches. Cause I got flavor like that girl delicious. Stop acting like you a killer with them girly disses, bitches. I ain't Johnny, but my. If she want it with me, tell her for blood clot. Try.
Let's go. Bro, I miss this.
My whole bubble yelling out, boom, bye, bye. Cause when I seen her, she was shaking in the boots. When Nicki came through, she was throwing up the deuce. Slapped her, then I asked her what's my name. She said N.I.C., the president of the NYC. You're dead wrong.
Let's go, man. Dude, this shit must have shaken up the game when it came out, man. Shaken up the game. I love that. I love that. Check out Click Clack. I think I've seen this one too, but I don't know any of them really well. Yeah, Dead Wrong is one of the best instrumentals, bro. And I'll tell you, Paul, even in today's generation, we appreciate Biggie, we appreciate beats like that. I remember I went to Rolling Loud, which is like the festival with all the new rappers, all the SoundCloud rappers. They were playing Dead Wrong in rotation. It was one of like 10 songs they kept replaying. And all weekend we kept getting reminded of the real rappers, like the real stuff that really moved the needle for this genre. Yeah, dude, it was, you know, it was cool to hear that at a new school rap festival. See if I know this one. Bro, the quality of the video is so shitty, but she's been at this for a long time, too, when you think about it.
They call me Nicholas, style defined as ridiculous. I beg your pardon, meet me at the garden. The #1.
See, this is that Lil Wayne flow.
And I don't lose like them dudes on the New York Knicks. Check it, I'm overseas, rocking hella capris. I'm in the West Indies, eating delicacies.
Let's go.
They want cane like Erica, please. Brother, your money young like the nigga G's. These broke rappers always rapping about a pink truck. I'm only happy when I'm hopping out the Brinks truck. And I don't need a 16, I got a sentence. I goes in on a fucker like an entrance. These old bitches bitches better change they benches. When I get in the game, they gon' play the benches.
Bro, this is unreasonably hard, bro. It's not even called for. Ice Spice can't touch this, boy. Ice Spice cannot. Ice melts. You understand me? Ice melts.
They call me Mirage. Fuck you and fuck your squad. Head bitch in charge. I ain't talking about the dog. I'm on the other line. I ain't talking about call waiting. I'm VIP, low mama. I just walk straight in.
Dude, I love all this stuff, man. And you guys know who's really been bringing back the old school rap is Doechii. Do you guys know Doechii in the chat? I've been so impressed with her, man. And I'm kind of late to the Doechii party because I know she got signed now by Kendrick Lamar's label. And she's been appearing on like big TV shows. So like I know she's been popping for a while. She's nominated for the Grammys now. You haven't heard of her? Let me put a little Doechii on. Yeah, this one here.
Up, A-cup, get your tits up, get my makeup, face fuck, get your bake up. Fake blood, fake tough, niggas dicks up, put your sticks up for the motherfucking princess. Breaks up, jigs up, put your dicks up.
It's a live one. I don't know why it's the frame rate's fucking up right now, but if you can hear it.
Get your race up for the motherfucking princess. Bullshit me, she freaky, cunnilingus, Dalai Lama, don't she cooler than a fan, but she get hotter than a sauna. Take a trip out to Japan and I tsunami her vagina, wine it down a Benny Hanna. I'm the new whip Madonna, I'm the new whip Madonna, I'm the trap crazy. I don't know what type of motherfucking crack they on. I'm like Carrie Bradshaw with that back brace on. I've been carrying you bitches now for way too long. I'm a black bitch, purple cunt, stack chips, smoke a blunt. All beef gets smoked. I'm a real fly bitch. You a coach ho? I'm a real white bitch. Every coach ho. She was talking on the net, she wanna roast though. I got these bitches white face, you a ghost ho. You a don't you stand on the post ho. Suck it up, stand up, say that shit with your chest. You bitches barking over bones, I got digits to fetch. I can't do pictures.
So she's barred up.
A-cup, get your tits.
I don't really like the Tiny Desk instrumental version because like I think the background singers are doing too much. But yeah, man, I love the fact that she's got bars for fucking days, man.
I mean, fuck. I like pills. I like drugs. I like getting money. I like strippers. I like to fuck. I like day drinking and day parties in Hollywood. I like doing Hollywood shit. Snorted Hollywood. What can I say? The shit works. It feels good. Then my self-worth's at an all-time low. I'm a rock star, and I like to have fun, and I do like strippers, and I do like to fuck, and I do like to dibble and dabble and doodle. It was like...
Hang on a second. Somebody get me her number right now.
Me also unpacking that even though I like these things, I'm still operating not at my best. I'm at an all-time low, which is what I said. And so of course you like these things and you're gravitating towards these things. But it's a balance because I needed to admit to myself that I'm doing this. This is what is happening. This is the reality. But also I'm not my best self right now. I mean, fuck. I like pills. I like drugs.
Yeah. I would let her ruin my life, bro. Not even a debate. Just life ruined. Just unreasonable turmoil, ladies and gentlemen. I would accept from Doechii. Let's check this out. I was watching a couple of these too. Guys, this is a pre-holiday stream, by the way. We're literally kicking it. We're having a good time. I'm just watching some of my all-time videos right now. My all-time favorites. You guys know what I'm saying? Okay, this one might be almost too poor quality to play, but I'm going to try to play it anyway. If it's somewhat listenable, we'll keep playing it. But it's such an old video.
Ha 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 ha, I busted. Ha 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 ha. 1, 2.
This is like the real 8 Mile rap battles.
Ha ha ha. Alright, look. I'm gonna tell you this for your own benefit. You shit was dope as hell, especially when you wrote 90% of it. What you need to do is practice on your freestyle. When you come up missing like Snoop Dogg's police files. The type of lyrical talk that I'm spitting, be hid. You gonna swear to God this shit was written, but it wasn't. I kill a dozen rappers when I wasn't. Guzzling, beat your ass like a jealous husband. Now the boys are about to suffer a team loss. When you go in the coma longer than glad in the Constantine off. Cut the damn machine off. Get a clean cloth to wipe this bloody video screen off. Flawless victory. Ha ha. I've never
The Hunger
battled a
Man.
female before. Alright, figure it out. Ha ha ha, alright. I'm moving in for the kill, and I got the trap set. I can tell you whack as fuck, and I ain't even hear you rap yet. Look at you thinking I'm about to whip his ass, cause I'ma do some ring shit, plus I get to go last. Well, guess what? Even if I go first, it's no words, my chick still gonna demolish your verse. I'm about to slice you like a ginseng, and anything you say can and will be used against you. In the court of law, I'm short and raw. You can fucking sit and cut it off. Yo, you wanna be a dope MC? Look, don't get mad and start taking the period out on me, cause I ain't gonna sit you.
Bro, I don't know what's worse, guys. Battling Eminem before you knew he was Eminem, or battling Eminem when you knew the threat that he was. I'm leaning towards it being worse before, because imagine you're just in a city like Detroit. You're doing a rap battle, and this level of competition is what you come across. Like, this is not what you would typically expect in a random city like Detroit. Like, okay, maybe if you make your way to New York, you make your way to LA, you climb your way up in the ranks of rap, you could probably come to expect a guy at this level. But for a dude in a random US city to have been at the level of Eminem, man, that would be incredibly intimidating. But what I love about this video especially is the hunger, man. The hunger. This dude was so ready to take this game over, and he knew he could do it. You know, this is the type of video I like to watch, man. I always go back and I watch people who knew they were going to be great before the rest of the world caught on. Because it reminds me that it does exist. You know, this is some of these streams I do here late at night. This feels like my fucking 8 Mile. And again, you never want to compare it to that because it's so overused. But, it feels like the trenches. You know what I mean? I can relate to people. When I go live, I'm coming live from the motherfucking trenches, guys. That's where we're live from. Live from the gutter, like Future said. So I can relate to it, man. I love watching the people who knew what was up before everybody else caught on.
But you rap sleazily. I ain't about to battle this fake ass Eazy-E. There ain't no way I'm gonna do this bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I'm loaded up with a full clip. Climbing the mark, you couldn't get the tape of the day. Take him away. I ripped him like a paper mache. I heard you rap before, you ain't about shit. This whole battle was mismatched like your outfit. Try to battle me and get your mouth split. You sold out like Ticketmaster outlet. Ha ha, I bust and I cross. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no way that you can fuck with us. Yo, I'm giving back with tip shit. I laminate that ass with a badge and wear it at the rap Olympics. Crossing Indians. Blah, 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 blah. Stop babbling. You so fucking whack, I'ma walk away while you battling. Fuck that, I'm on a brand new solo mission to make sure that Wendy Day kicks your ass out of the rap coalition. I throw a switch and an execution with a overdose of devoted. Don't talk back, I'm the dope, bitch. So who you sound like on the mic? There was only one Tupac, your thug style, just one big sight. Take a big hike, bitch, you can't catch me. Your best rhyme still ain't shit like Apache. What the fuck you wanna do? I battle anybody in your crew, and I don't give a fuck. I slaughter boys, especially whack-ass MCs that will wear fake-ass corduroys. I don't give a damn.
Holy shit, bro. I love it. The hunger, ladies and gentlemen. And the determination to turn yourself into something great. Now, we did a debate live on this show, and we're going to do like more debates like this, more verses coming up soon on stream. And the verses was, who is better, Eminem or Lil Wayne? Because we really narrowed it down to those two guys being the greatest rappers of all time. So here's my thoughts on that still to this day. I think Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time. I do. I think he's the most skilled rapper of all time. But I think that the second best and the most influential rapper of our time is Lil Wayne. Because when you look at Lil Wayne's legacy, his skill, his career trajectory since he was, 14 years old in the Hot Boys, he's one of the GOATs, but also the people Lil Wayne has inspired and discovered, who mostly started because of him and really took their cadence from him, I think is undeniable. You look at a guy like Drake, you look at somebody like Nicki Minaj. I think Wayne being the most influential rapper is not up for debate, in the same sense that Eminem being the most skilled rapper is not up for debate. I mean, it's up for debate, but I think we're at a point now where it's basically been decided. What do you guys think, though? Is it Eminem? Is it Wayne? Is it Pac? I mean, I think Pac is obviously top 5, but I think if we're talking about the actual greatest, we're talking Eminem. That's just me personally. Oh shit, that's Milo was saying to go for the freestyle at the end.
Whether you think
So there was a Nicki freestyle. Oh yeah, okay. Let me see.
Yeah, what up? It's your boy Dirty Money Capital.
Yes,
Look, you
sir.
know already, I don't really fuck with too many motherfuckers. I don't really co-sign too much shit. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking my girl Nick right here, you know what I'm saying? She got the streets on lock. I'm fucking with her, she fucking with me. We're about to take this shit to another level, you know what I'm saying? But Nick, what you gotta say?
I ain't really, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't gotta say much. You know what I mean? When I come through, I do it big.
Of course.
When I come through, I do it fucking big.
He was rich
bitches.
already.
Don't ever get it twisted. I tell y'all bitches better sharpen your
work for her.
motherfucking number 2 pencil. Cause I stay on point. You know what I mean? Like, that's nothing. We do this all day. And if you gonna drop, you better drop. Cause when I come out, it's a rhythm.
It's a problem.
I
Serious problem.
can't call it.
Look, I fuck with them with the best. You already know that already, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with the best. So if she ain't the
Paul, I think Lil Wayne is top 5. I definitely do. Now, it depends what Lil Wayne we're talking about. If we're talking about Auto-Tune Wayne, I don't think that's top 5. But, I mean, when you look at everything that Wayne has done, the influence he's had, it's hard to debate. I would say you could make a case for Biggie and Tupac and those guys, Andre 3000 being ahead of him. But Wayne not being top 5, I don't know, man. I think that's a tough case to make.
best, I wouldn't even be here right now.
Come on. Y'all bitches had y'all time.
He's at least top 10. He's at least top 10.
Don't try to get on the come up no more, though.
Yeah.
You heard?
No more bitches on the come up. Look.
Never.
No disrespect.
Never.
I can't do it no more.
We can't.
She
I
bought
locked
me
him
out.
down. I brought him out. It's nothing. I mean, this is just to get my nails done. But you feel me?
You already know. Ain't no more to be said no more. I mean, ain't nothing to be said. Look, you might let these motherfuckers know what really time it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really spend for free, Fendi. I mean, what you bought out?
Please, man.
I mean,
I ain't bring much. I'm just here. I'm fresh off the plane and all that. You know what I'm saying? I had to come in. I was gonna get fired.
Damn. All right. I mean, you know.
Let me step out your way. Let me step out your way.
Step
I'm
out.
gonna let her do her thing. You know what I'm saying? This is the motherfucking Nicki Minaj show.
Fit it down and I'm ready to play. When your album gon' drop, bitches never could say, fuck I look like giving birds they props. Bitches act like they hot, but I heard they not. How the fuck you in the game like 10 years strong? Y'all bitches still can't write your own damn song? You see me on a stoop, man, these birds just salute me. But I'm in the coop with a hoopty dookie. I'm always with a dude that'll off your koofy. Let him meet my coochie and cop me poochie. House in the boonies, rock the doobie. Cop the 22, then spark
The girls in the back are like, yes.
I'm the one, he probably right. He pressing me like button downs on a Friday night. Your girl get it popping like dynamite. Dynamite, the coke albino white. Name one bitch in the game that I can't murder. Chicken noodle bitches wanna side with a soda. Give it to everybody like a cop with a quota. Stop, play poker, hop and something mocha. I eat bitches, no knife, no foca. Bitch running with me, living a life loca. Oh, I get it, you a joker. Leave a dot on your head and I ain't talking about poker. Cause you the
Oh my goodness, bro. Let me tell you something, man. I love me some good rap. I love me some good rap. I don't know who's next up, guys. I don't know who's going to be the next person to really take it to that level. The next icon, the next legend in the game, the last real legend that we had come up in the game was probably Drake. I mean, we haven't seen... Kendrick came after Drake, so I would say he's still legendary status. Maybe... I don't know, man. There's not a whole lot of real legends. Maybe Gunna. I would say Gunna, but Gunna's not like a legend like that. Gunna makes great music, but he's not He's not like a real lyricist like that, bro. So guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, listen, we're on here. We're talking some shit. We're gonna look at Twitter, see what's up, but there's not a whole lot of pressing matters to discuss. I just figured I'd hop on and talk with you guys, bro. You can't get into K-Dot, Milo? Yeah, I'm sick of Kendrick too, bro. I'm sick of Kendrick. I think the whole Drake shit was... I mean, this dude is obsessed with Drake, man. Like, it's to the point where he's in love with the guy. Like, if you're that much obsessed with another man, I think it's somewhat... It's definitely not heterosexual. Let's put it that way. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that, but it gets to a point where it's a little ridiculous. I can't listen to a man who makes his whole career about another man that he's basically obsessed with. If Kendrick is able to make his career about him again, he will definitely win me back as a fan. But right now, his career is not about him. His career is about Drake. And that to me is pretty embarrassing, bro. Like, your career should be about you. It should not be about another man. Paul, I haven't listened to the new album, man. Honestly, he's turned me off so much. It's just, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. But I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about the album. I've heard a lot of people say it's really good. I've heard a lot more people say than they typically do that it's bad. So I guess that's all we can go off. But yeah, guys, we're going to hop off here. I will be back with tons of content in the next couple of days, even if we're taking a little break from recording since everybody's tied up for interviews and guests and all that good stuff. I still have plenty of content in the bank and plenty of content to keep releasing to you guys as the year comes to a start. 2025, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to be live again coming soon. 2025, expect lots of in-person streams, IRL streams. We're going to be doing interviews. We're going to be backstage. All that good stuff. And ultimately, man, this is going to be the year that we take it to the next level. So I'm very excited to take this all the way up. It's going to be a good one, guys. 2025. It's going to be the best one yet. The best is yet to come. I'm just glad that you waited. Have a phenomenal night, guys. We will catch you on the flip side. Peace.